What is hell? Who goes to hell? Is hell on earth? What happens to the wicked? Does God torment people in hell for eternity? Or is God a God of love, a God of mercy?
In this world of information overload, it's hard to know who you can trust. If we could just get the plain and simple truths directly from a reliable source. And with respect to religious truth, trusting only in what others have to say and not studying it out for yourself can be a very dangerous thing. Something I learned very well back in 1991. I based my understanding on the popular view of hell, and I thought I knew what it was, where it was, and who would go there. Because back in 1991, I was in the military, and the bombs were falling in Iraq, and I came face to face with the thought that I was going to hell. I was eternally doomed. I was a sinner in the hands of an angry God. And that thought literally scared me to death. And looking for some relief, I went and studied it out for myself. And when I did, I found a completely different view of hell and of God. I felt as if the weight of the world was lifted off my shoulders. I had finally found an explanation that made good sense, something that was very plain and very understandable. And this is what I want to share with you today. My name is Art Meyer. Welcome to Line of Reason. In this short period of time that we have, what I would like to talk to you about might be best posed as the following question. If God is love, how does this loving God treat those who do not love him back? So, how does a loving God treat those who do not love him back? Well, first off, is God love? We read in the Bible, in the book of 1 John, chapter 4, verse 8, those very words. God is love. And yet, the popular view is that this loving God will torture people in flames for eternity. While that view may hold some people in the church out of fear, I believe it drives many away from God out of disgust. And yet, when pressed for details, many people aren't exactly sure about what hell really is. For example, when asked when people actually go to hell.
Hey, excuse me.
Yeah.
Hey, when does one go to hell?
When you die, of course, unless you want to consider that there's living hell on this earth.
When Jesus comes back to take the righteous home with him.
And when asked where hell is, some say, "Where is hell?"
I don't think it's anywhere.
Down.
Thank you. Others say, no, it's somewhere out in the outer darkness. And about who goes to hell, some say,
Who goes to hell? People who don't follow God.
So, who goes to hell? Who goes to hell? I don't know. Who goes to hell? Bad people. Bad people.
So, who's in charge of hell?
Oh, I think Jesus and God are.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Have a good day.
So, who's in charge of hell?
Well, Satan, you know, the guy in the red suit with the weird tail and the pitchfork.
Some say, well, hell was prepared to torture the devil and his angels. Others say, no, the devil is actually in charge. People are confused as hell about hell. And if the popular view is true, that God does torture people in flames for eternity, then God is not a God of love. He is evil. He is guilty of things more cruel than that which was done by any despot in the history of mankind. And the Bible contradicts itself, calling him a God of great love, all the while condemning him of great evil. The world today seems to float on a sea of relativism. Many people say, well, that might be true for you, but it's not true for me. So then, what is the truth about hell? And is there an absolute truth to be found? Many people today are skeptical about the existence of any absolute truth, especially with respect to religion. The truth is, while many things are relative, absolute and unseen realities do exist. For example, we have things like the wind, we have radio waves, we even have germs. And these unseen realities are not true just for some, but for all. They are absolute truths. And because these absolute truths do exist, then there must be an absolute truth also about the subject of hell.